In southwest Nigeria, the Lagos State Council of NLC has condemned the abduction and brutal attack on the president of Nigerian Labour Congress, Comrade Joe Ajaero, and some other comrades on 1st of November 2023, while the political thugs believed by the Congress to be working for the interest of the state government with active connivance of Nigeria Police Imo State Command. In a press statement by the council, they expressed total dissatisfaction and said they are ready to take directives from the national body in seeking redress and getting justice, for an injury to one is an injury to all. I'm now joined by Comrade Agnes Funmi Sessi, Chairperson, NLC Lagos State. Thank you very much for joining us. Let me begin by asking you to help us understand. You said the proposed strike is going to be as a result of the attack on the NLC president. Is it about the handling of the attack by the authorities, or you hope to achieve something by going on strike, especially having in mind the impact this might have on the economy?
Thank you very much. We are taking a very drastic action against the impunity that happened on November 1st in Imo State. You could see that it was only God that saved and prevented a sudden death to be visited on the president of Nigerian Labour Congress. This is it. We totally condemn this incident that is uncalled for, because the president of Nigerian Labour Congress did not go to Imo on his own volition. He was invited to Imo State by the workers who have been disenfranchised, who their rights and their privileges have been taken from them. And this issue did not just start today. This issue has lingered for like upward of about 2 years or more. And this is not the first time Nigerian Labour Congress tried to engage with Mr. Governor. But after the engagement with him, it was noted that all those issues in contention were not attended to. So some of the workers, they were left out of the payroll of Imo State government. What happened was that when the governor of Imo State took over, the burden of the salary payment was about 1.5 billion, as explained to the leadership of Nigerian Labour Congress. And the governor said that he cannot afford to be churning out 1.5 billion every month for workers' salary. So he engaged a private entity to work out the modalities on how they will be paying the salaries of the workers, which should not exceed 700 million naira. So why we don't know the magic they use to work 700 million instead of 1.5 million. So at every point in time, when they started this, several of the workers were left out of the
state payment. Agnes, comrade, not to interject, but we kind of get a picture of what is happening in Imo State. But my concern, and I'm sure a lot of Nigerians are, is the response, the proposed strike by the NLC. Your branch is saying you're waiting for directive from the national body. So my question is, what do you hope to achieve by going on strike? Is it to press for a particular response? Because when you look at it, even though you say one injury to one is injury to all, this is mostly about the politics in Imo State, and considering the economic situation we are in this country at the moment. That is why I'm asking that question.
Yeah, thank you. Since the motto of Nigerian Labour Congress is injury to one is an injury to all. So the injury to one of us, who also doubles as the president of NLC, and not only himself, several other comrades were attacked and were brutally injured. So because of this injury to them, we don't mind, we will call out our workers. If all those items that we have listed for federal government to attend to, if they do not accede to our demand, we don't mind Since it's an injury to one, it's an injury to all. We will take a decisive decision. And we have our next meeting tomorrow. So right now, as I'm talking to you, we are in Abuja preparing for our next meeting. And it's not going to be only NLC. It's a joint next meeting of NLC and TUC. In fact, the whole trade congress in the world globally, they are waiting for the decision of Nigerian Labour Congress.
All right, while we are waiting for that,
on our Congress in Imo State to go to just pass by like that, something drastic will happen.
When you say something drastic, one really wonders what, again, you still didn't answer the question about what you hope to achieve with any strike if that happens. But let's soft pedal and go back and ask about the removal of the Commissioner of Police. There are questions about government response. Do you think that the removal of the Commissioner of Police Imo State and area commander, among other officials, as a response to the attack on the NLC president, will have any impact in assuaging the anger of the NLC and maybe address the alleged complicity in the brutalization and humiliation of Ajaero and other workers?
Yeah, the removal of the Commissioner of Police is just one out of all those issues or items that we raised that government should adhere to. In fact, we have it on record and on video how the Commissioner of Police led his men to the venue, that is to the Secretariat of NLC, where the workers, those who arrived early, they were attacked. And when they called on the president, he went there to see who was attacking who, and they laid ambush for him, and he was also attacked. So we have it on record how the police, they even brought their van, how they were in uniform, and they were only laying claims that it's political thought that attack our people.
Quickly, because we're almost out of time, comrade. We're almost out of time. What I wanted to find out from you is, do you think the sacking of these people who are alleged to be complicit in the attack on Ajaero would, help tamper the anger of the NLC in any way as you head to your meeting?
Honestly, those kind of officers, they are not supposed to work within where civilized Nigerians are. They are supposed to protect Nigerians, but yet they are the one now inflicting pains and injuries on those who are supposed to protect. It's not only that, the phones and the properties, money, and some other belongings of the president and some of our other colleagues, they have taken it from them, and we need to recover all those items. In fact, the vehicle of our former president was also damaged beyond what we can imagine.
I'm afraid we'll have to leave it there, Comrade Agnes. That's the much time. I'm really sorry. That's the much time will allow us for this interview. Thank you so much for speaking with us. And we do hope that your deliberations doesn't put Nigeria further into any economic hardship. Thank you.
Thank you.